Hello, Utah here with a lesson on the river section of Dokokara. Okay, this section is carried out by 4 of the same people that did the front row solos. If you look at this diagram though, the numbers are going to change. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 from stage right to stage left. Okay, and as you saw in the video earlier, the concept of this is fairly simple. It's katsu, katsu all the way down the line and tsuka, tsuka back, right? And there's going to be 2 slow ones and 4 fast ones. It's going to seem like it's going faster, although the tempo does not change. What's hard about this river section is that oftentimes people make a mistake and then their counting falls apart. The most important thing about this is to be able to count so that even if you or someone next to you makes a mistake, the whole thing doesn't fall apart. All right, let's cover the slow river section first. Please take a look at this chart. This chart highlights only the katsu katsu or tsuka tsuka played by each person. Number 1 is going to be red, 2 is green, 3 is orange, and 4 is blue. Okay. The music is very simple. It just goes katsu, 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 katsu. So katsu, katsu 4 times, and then tsuka, tsuka 4 times too. So the whole section sounds katsu, 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 tsuka, 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 tsuka. Okay, and while the other people are playing their parts, you are supposed to be playing tsuku tsukus whenever it's not your highlighted color part. So if we could take a look at this chart instead now, okay, it shows what the tsuku tsukus are when you're supposed to play your katsu katsu or tsuka tsuka. Let's focus now on just the number 1. As you can see, they play katsu katsu for the first one and then they play tsuku tsukus for the rest of the line. And then they will play tsuku tsukus from 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one they'll play tsuka tsuka. The easiest way to do this is to count 1 and 2 and throughout the whole time. Okay, so let's practice number 1's part, just the first line. Okay, it's gonna go katsu katsu tsuku 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 tsuku. But while we do this, we want to count 1 and 2 and all the way up to 4 and. Let's try it. Ich, I, so, o. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again ni so le 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, the second line is going to be tsuku tsukus for 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th it's going to go tsuka tsuka. Hi. The right hand is going to be the counting, so 4 and, yeah, 4 and. Okay, let's try it. So, le, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's try putting it together. So 2 lines worth. So katsu katsu to start it off, and then tsuka tsuka just on the 4 of the next line. Ich, I, so, le, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll do this now repeated because this happens twice. The slow section happens twice. So after the tsuka tsuka, it goes right into katsu katsu. This is where the practice of the ka drill comes in handy. So if you haven't done so already, practice that in a video from the past. Here goes. Ich twice. Ni, I, so, le, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, now let's try number 2 person. Number 2 person's part looks like this. They are katsu katsu on count 2 on the way down, and then tsuka tsuka on count 3 on the way back. Okay, if you ever get confused about which you're supposed to play, the rule is that you are the number that you're assigned on the way down, and then 5 minus your number on the way back. So 2 will be number 2 going down, and then 5 minus 2 is 3, so 3 going back. So for example, number 1, right, 1 is 1 going down, 5 minus 1 is 4, so they're 4 on the way back. So if you ever get confused, just use this equation to figure it out. Okay, so 2, ready? Ichi, I, so, le, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Number 3%. This is what it looks like. On the way down, they are number 3. On the way back, they are number 2 because 5 minus 3 is 2. So here goes. 1, 2, so, re, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, number 4. So they are 4 on the way back and 1. So it starts real quick. On count 4, 4 and 1 and is what happens. Here it goes. 1, 2, so, re, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's move on to the fast river section. The fast river section is not actually faster. The tempo does not change, but the illusion is that seems like the river, the flow is going faster because the next person is not waiting for katsu katsu to finish, but they are entering on the second ka of the person before. So earlier, if one went katsu katsu, I'd enter katsu katsu, but now instead it will go katsu katsu ka. My first hit is going to be the same as the last person's hit. This is what creates the illusion that the energy flowing is going double the speed. Now let's take a look at this chart. This chart shows the fast river section all written out. And at the top you can see that the counting has changed from 1 and 2 and to a straight up just 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're taking out the ands. The same rule applies though where you start on your number on the way down and on the way back you're on the opposite number. So if I'm 1, I'm starting on 4 on the way back. If you're 2, 3 on the way back. If you're 3, 2 on the way back. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Okay. Due to mathematical reasons, number 1, as you can see, cannot finish the tsuka twice. Yeah, but they just have to end with tsuka once. Okay. All the other parts have a full tsuka in them. Let's practice number 1's part. I'll just kuchi shoga at first. So it goes katsu, katsu, tsuku, 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 tsuka. And if I had the counting for this, I'm going to play while I count. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. So, re, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Since the fast river section happens 4 times, I want to be able to repeat that. So here goes. 1, 2, so, re, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice number 2's part. So number 2 on the way down and tsuka on the 3 on the way back. 1, 2, so, re, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3. Hi. So, re. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, hi, this is a little bit tricky because they have to go katsuka without tsukus in between, right? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the idea. I'm going to do it 4 times and I think you'll understand. So, re, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and finally, the fast river section ends with what we call the short tag variation. I don't know exactly why I decided to do this, but it's very similar to the short tag, which went kala kala don kala ka don kara. But now we're taking out the dons and just doing 4 kas, and then 2, and it sounds kala 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 kara. Okay, in a chart it looks like this. It just goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Can you practice this like 4 times? Ready? 1, 2, so. Re, kala, 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 kala. So, re, kala, 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 kala. So, re, kala, 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 kala. So, re, kala, 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 kala. All right, so now let's put it together. Let's just use number 1 as an example. Okay, so we're going to do 2 slow for number 1 and then 4 fast straight into the short tag variation. Okay, when we do this slowly, it's from katsu, katsu, so, re, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Short tag variation. 1. All right, please figure out and be able to play number 2, 3, 4 positions. Again, what is most important is that you are able to count from 1 and 2 and switch it over to just 1, 2, 3, 4 once you enter the fast river section. Practice this enough and practice this at 80 BPM so that you can play along with the videos that are going to follow. I'll do it 4 times in a row with all the parts again. Okay, good luck. Bonus challenge! Alright, if you were able to play the 1, 2, 3, 4 parts at 80 BPM, I have another challenge for you. And this is to bring back the Dokokara G that went dots, 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 okay, and have that sort of underlying the whole river section. Okay, so instead of just playing tsuku, 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 tsuku while you're waiting, I want you to be able to play parts of the Dokokara G so that it fits in while you maintain the katsu katsu or tsuka tsuka. So for example, if I'm playing number 3 position, I'll do the first time around with just tsukus, okay, and the second time around with the G. Okay, and I'll maintain the count too. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now with the G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so now as the number 3 person, here's what it will sound like if I play 2 slow and 4 fast with the G underlying the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what this does and what you're able to do after being able to play this is to actually bring up the G volume, right? So that it's starting to overtake the whole river section in the cause, and which creates this sort of heightening of this energy that leads well into the next section. So if you have some time and if you want to challenge yourself, please try to figure out being able to play the G underneath all of the 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. All right, good luck.